Hello, I'm Chef Eric Horwitz of Enrichment, and today we are going to make cauliflower fried rice with vegetables. But first, let's go get the ingredients at the market. We're about to go get ingredients to make some cauliflower fried rice at Smart and Final. Cauliflower. Alright, we got everything we need. I'm going to go through and show you how easy and inexpensive this dish is. It uses a couple of vegetables, and equipment-wise, I'm not even using a kitchen. I'm cooking in my living room with a hot plate because that's what we do in our cooking class, and that's what I'm used to, quite frankly. So this dish is inexpensive, maybe costs $12, and you're going to be working with cauliflower, eggs, onion, red bell pepper, green onions, some ginger, some frozen peas, garlic. For flavoring the rice, we have soy sauce, sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, some cooking oil, and salt and pepper. That's it. This dish is going to be quick, and you're going to make a lot. So let's show you how it's done. First thing I'm going to do, and this is the most important part, is show you how to turn this into rice. So what I'm going to do is basically just cut the whole thing in half. Use my hands and the knife a little bit to kind of peel off the stem. Got my trash bowl ready. And as we're doing this, let's talk about cauliflower. I just wrote a blog post called The Definitive Guide to Making Cauliflower Fried Rice at liftenrichment.com. In the blog section, I talk about how it's super healthy. It's good for your eyes, your skin, your digestive system, your immune system, detoxifying the body. And I list everything there. It's a super healthy dish. It's also really low in calories, maybe 20 calories per 1 cup of cauliflower. Now, if you were to make this with rice, rice has about 200 calories per cup. So it's very, very healthy for you. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I just cut them in half, so I got these big chunks. Now, all I'm going to do is take my grater, and using the largest setting, this is probably the most tricky part of the recipe. All I'm going to do is take it and just do this. Now this is easy right now because I have a lot of space, but it does take some time. So let's fast forward. Sometimes it'll break off into bits like this. That's okay. Once I get to this edge, I stop because this you want to turn sideways and continue, but just be slow and careful with this. Alright, so I want to show you how it's come along. Ta-da! I got this mountain of grated cauliflower. Alright, so I've grated all of this. I have a little bit left over. What I'm just going to do is just give it a rough chop because that's not worth grating. So 1 cauliflower filled up about half this bowl, but I'm doing 2 because when you're doing 1, why not do 2? We're kind of overflowing. Use bigger bowls. I'm done grating. I kind of made a mess, so I'm going to clean that up. Then I'm going to dice the onion, the bell pepper, chop the green onions, the garlic, the ginger, and then we'll get ready to start. For the ginger, it's a little bit tricky. You have to remove the outside. You can grate it. Honestly, I'm just going to kind of carve it off because it's easier that way. First, slice off the bottom so it's flat. I'm just going to take it and kind of gently, slowly go along the sides as best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Throw away your trash. Then you're going to take your knob and just kind of slice it into rectangles and then just slice those. chopping is done. Now I'm just going to crack my eggs, and that's pretty much it actually for the prep. So all of the prep took exactly 23 minutes, most of it grating, some chopping, but now it's all set. What I'm going to do now is move all the cutting boards aside, get this fired up, and cook everything. Alright, let's start cooking. So for the cooking, here's how it works. First, I'm going to cook the cauliflower in here with some oil. I'm heating the pan up right now. You know, this says about 350. At home that'd be like a medium high. You know, 2-3 tablespoons of oil. And you start cooking. So I first discovered cauliflower fried rice because it was like this big thing. It's cauliflower and pizza crust, cauliflower in tater tots, cauliflower couscous. And I was curious about it. I thought, hey, this would be awesome if we can get kids to eat this. Heck, it would be awesome if I could eat this because I don't like cauliflower. I think it's really bland. I think it has a chalky texture to it. And the only time it's good is when you dunk it at an appetizer platter covered in mayo and sour cream loaded ranch dressing. So this will blow your mind, as it did myself and those I fed it to. Alright, so it's nice and hot. I'm going to put in the cauliflower. I'm going to add some salt. That'll help bring out some of the moisture in the water from the cauliflower, and some pepper. And now I'm just going to cook. So this is going to take about 5 to 7 minutes. I have a timer going just to keep track of exactly how much it takes. It's a lot for this plate, but you know, when you're cooking one, you might as well do two. I got time to kill at this point. I don't need to stir it too much, so I'll just hang out, maybe play with my puppy for a little bit. Maybe he can help me with cooking, you never know. The cauliflower absorbs most of the oil. I'm going to add a little bit of water just to give it something to cook in. It's about 6.5 minutes in. I gave it a taste. It still needs to be cooked a little more. It needs a little bit more seasoning. But we should be done in about 2-3 minutes. Alright, we're good. 8.5 minutes. That was enough to make it just tender enough. Cook those eggs real quick. In those Benihana restaurants, you see them do it so quickly like that, but they're actually using 2 utensils, which makes it a lot easier. Alright, time to cook those veggies. I'm going to start maybe another 2 tablespoons. I'm going to add first my aromatics. This is the whites of the green onion, the garlic, and the ginger. Cooking these for maybe 30 seconds, just so the aroma comes out. Add the onion, bell pepper. You can add whatever. You can add carrot too if you want. Whatever vegetables you have on hand, really. So while I'm cooking this, I want to ask the question: why are we doing this? Why are we substituting rice for cauliflower? Well, the main reason is it's a great way for kids and adults to eat more vegetables. Cauliflower has a ton of nutrients. It's got vitamin A. It's good for your skin and your eyes. It's got antioxidants that detoxes the body. And when the older you get, your body breaks down. Antioxidants help slow down that process. You've got vitamin C. You've got beta-carotene. You've got vitamin K, which is good for your blood. Cauliflower is loaded with good stuff. We got some healthy protein from the eggs and even more vegetables. But honestly, you have to feed yourself. That's just a fact of life. Whether you're a kid, teenager, a student in college, an adult, you got to learn some basic recipes that you can feed yourself. This is a really important part of cooking, is just testing along the way. Keep a fork ready, have fun with it. It's an important part of the cooking process. We have 5 rules of the culinary classroom. Number 4 is taste your food before you serve it. Number 5 is to have fun. And I subscribe by those rules when I'm cooking for myself and you guys. Okay guys, it's been 17 minutes. Now the fun part, we're going to throw everything together. The seasoning is what takes it to that fried rice feel and taste. Let's do it. Seasoning, 3 things. You only really need 2. In fact, you only really need this one, soy sauce. Drizzle some of that. Rice wine vinegar or fresh lime juice. This is going to give a little bit of an acidic bite to it. Optional, but found in a lot of Asian cuisine, is sesame oil. It has a strong flavor, so little goes a long way. Throw in some green onions too. Now mix, 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 and taste. Mix, taste, mix, mix, and taste. Now the soy sauce is darkening the whole thing a bit. It does look a lot like fried rice, I'm not going to lie. Let's see how the taste is. We're getting there. Needs a little more soy. A little more vinegar. And a bit of salt as well. And fried rice, when you have it in the restaurant, it's got sugar in it, and that, of course, tastes good with all the other flavors, but we're not going to add that because I don't want to put sugar in this. It doesn't need it, and at the end, I think you'll enjoy it. When you're cooking, keep a paper towel or a wet rag handy just so you can help clean your area. Total time cooking was 23 minutes. Now, 23 minutes of cooking, 23 minutes of prep, chopping, and all that stuff. So this recipe, when you do it with 1 cauliflower, takes maybe, I would say, 35 minutes total. No more than that. Since we're doubling all that stuff, it does take longer, but it is completely worth it. There you go. You've got your delicious bowl of cauliflower fried rice. Now, I would recommend, if you're serving this for an entree, adding some chicken or cooked pork or cooked steak. Just maybe some protein. If you're vegetarian, you can do tofu. So I got about 6 servings. These are very hearty, definitely filling. Throw some, again, protein on top or a fried egg for more. Feed yourself, feed your family, feed your friends, eat well, and enjoy. No cauliflower rice for the puppies, okay? Say hi. Also, if you touch a dog and you're cooking, be sure to wash your hands.